Yes, I had to come up here tonight. I know it's late, y'all, but I had took a nap and now I'm up. I made a commitment to myself to do a little bit more reading, a little bit more studying and everything. So I actually haven't been reading this book, but I showed this book to somebody and I want to read something to you before I start the reading because I feel like, first of all, for me, this is back to school. I have three children. It can be stressful trying to make sure that I'm doing everything for my children and take care of myself at the same time. You know, I have a 3-year old. She's not in school right now. I was trying to get her in school. It's a lot going on with that, so I've been like trying to teach her on my own. Then I have like my side job, everything. It's just like a lot going on, and it can become stressful, but I feel like there are ways to overcome stress and there's a way to overcome anxiety, but sometimes it's deeper than we may realize. So, I bought this book. So, this is the book I'm going to be reading a passage from. This book is called Kemetic Diet, right? It is ancient African wisdom for health of mind, body, and spirit. It's based on the natural diet and health system of ancient Kemet in Nubia. Okay, this is for self healing and spiritual alignment. Okay, it's answers for cancer, high blood pressure, heart disease, high cholesterol, arthritis, diabetes, mental illness, depression, stress, worry, and spiritual stagnation. When I tell y'all, this book is so freaking deep. I bought it like a year or two ago. No, it's happening. And I've been trying to like study it, not just read it, but to study it. So I've only got this far. Well, no, I got. How far have I got in this book, y'all? I don't know. If you're struggling with any type of health concerns, whether it's spiritual health, physical health, I recommend this book. This is not sponsored, but I recommend this book because a lot of times we don't know how to take care of our health based on the Western diet. You know, they tell you, oh, eat this, eat that, but this goes deeper into your health. It goes into like not getting angry. It's just so deep. It goes into like physics and hieroglyphics, and it's just so deep. But I wanted to read this passage to you, okay? And it talks about stress. And it says, from a spiritual perspective, stress may be defined as the separation or disconnection of the soul from the spirit. The more disconnection there is, the more stress, because the disconnected feeling leads an individual to feel alone in an ocean of life wherein human beings are in a race for survival, a competition for the fleeting pleasures of the world, which never ends. This disconnection makes one feel that there is no purpose or plan in the world, and then one feels powerless. Ultimately, stress is the frustration of not being able to satisfy the yearning of the soul to discover abiding peace and happiness. Since a person does not know they already have this within themselves, they search in the world of possessions, relationships, and careers. But since these do not have abiding reality, they cannot satisfy the soul. The quest, which is ultimately unfulfilling, is the stress producer in life, but the cause is spiritual ignorance. And I feel like this is very important, especially when it comes to the spiritual community, because I feel like it unknowingly looks for validation in a relationship with the twin flame journey. This is why I don't really condone the journey. I don't even look at the journey as with another person. It is the journey to knowing yourself. My channel, I want it to be about healing and self-awareness. This is not, of course I may do a little relationship readings here and there if I feel called to do that, but I am focused on you. Okay, I want to, and us, because like I am in a position of also spiritual enlightenment. It's a journey that I feel like is never ending, right? And because I feel like we're all connected, I feel like it's important to share the knowledge that you learn from whatever reason, because some people may not, may not be readers. I'm definitely a reader. So it's like, I mean, like literally and figuratively, like I read cards, but I also read a lot of different books and spiritual texts. My favorite, of course, is the Bible, but that's neither here nor there. But there's another line that I wanted to read from this page, because I feel like when it comes to spirituality, this is the main key. It says the real you is the divine self, which is ever unaffected by the experiences of the ego personality in the world of time and space. And I always take everything back to my foundation. It's like we are more than just our flesh. We are more than just a relationship with another person. We are more than that. And you cannot find fulfillment in these things outside of ourselves, because if you put yourself into another thing outside of you, then that thing outside of you can ultimately control you. That thing will be able to put you in a state of stress because they're not fulfilling you, because you are looking for fulfillment from that thing, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a place, whether it be a job, whatever it may be. So let's get to the reading. So I wanted to read out of this book, and again, this is the Kemetic Diet. This is a very, very deep book. I feel like everybody should get it, okay? But anyway, so this reading is going to focus on how to overcome stress, right? By finding ways to have happiness from within, tapping into our true self and getting happiness from from within ourselves. So I'm going to be pulling from my Buddhism cards. Okay, this is for wisdom, peace, love, and happiness. Okay, so let's see. Let me pray, y'all. I'm gonna take out the book because I may read from the book. I'm not sure, but let's see. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors, what messages do you have for whoever watches this video? How can they find fulfillment within self? How can they have love, peace, and happiness and enjoyment in their life and overcome any stressful situation at this time? Holy Spirit, holy angels, what do they need to know? Let's see. Holy Spirit. I don't know why I'm getting a song coming in my head. First I was getting, I just wanna rock you all night long. Who sang that song? I wanna rock you. I don't know. I don't know who sang that, but that song popped in my head. I don't know why. I haven't even heard that song. Let's see. Wait, is this supposed to come out? I don't even know. I'm going to keep it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay. So we have a lot of cards coming out, but I'm going to read them for you because I feel like they're here for a reason. So we have number 8, number 12, number 7, and number 24. I feel like these numbers may be significant to you, but I'm going to start with number 12. This is pure concentration. Okay? So this card, let me show you the artwork because it's beautiful. But it says thought is energy. Active thought is active energy. Concentrated thought is concentrated energy. Thought concentrated on a definite purpose becomes power. And this is a quote from Charles Hornell. It says, awareness comes from the purity of concentration. This enables you to honor the rising and falling of things without getting caught in the downward spiral of destructive emotions. Consciously focus on where your mind is in relation to what reality is. So with this card being here, you could be focusing on something that may not be reality, is what I'm getting here. You could be concentrating on something. Because it says consciously focus on where your mind is in relation to what reality is. Something could have happened that caused you to become very emotional. Because it says that it enables you to honor the rising and falling of things without getting caught in the downward spiral of destructive emotions. So you could have acted out of character in some way, or someone could have did this with you. But we have here also number 7, pure speech. It says happiness comes when your words are pure, bringing about kindness and benefit to yourself and others. See, somebody could have cussed somebody out. I don't know, because this is a quote from Buddha. It says the words you use are like seeds you have chosen to plant in the garden of your heart and the world. You have the power to destroy yourself and poison the world around you. Or more importantly, you have the power to plant beautiful flowers. And this is so important because your words are so powerful. According to the Bible, it says that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So please be cautious of what you speak about yourself, especially, but also others. Because you have the power to poison yourself and the world, or you have the power to speak beautiful things into your life, into the lives of others, okay? We also have here number 24, courage. It says, it is not the strength of the body that counts, but the strength of the spirit. And this is a quote by J.R.R. Tolkien. It says, courage is a spiritual strength, taking you beyond all fear and resistance to remove the internal and external blockages on your path. Because when you are on a spiritual journey, I feel like a lot of people get it misconstrued because it's like you think it's going to automatically bring like that material fulfillment. Like people be like, oh, you made some money, people hating on your money. That is not spiritual strength. I mean, it's like people, how can I put this? Fleshly concerns is not what's going to cause fulfillment. I don't know who needs to hear this. I know this is for someone though, because you could be like trying to find yourself or trying to find fulfillment and happiness either with a twin flame type of thing, or you could be trying to have fulfillment through a career, or you could be trying to find fulfillment through, things outside of yourself. But it's the strength of what is within you, your divine self, that is going to fulfill you. Okay? We have here number 8, pure action. It says, refrain from that which is unskillful or that which harms. Do good and purify your heart. That is it. And this is a quote from Buddha. It says, consciously bringing your inner awareness to your actions. As you make a commitment not to harm or destroy any life, not to take away things that don't belong to you, and not to use sex in a harmful way to yourself or others. Your actions will become free from old habits, past experiences, and negative emotions. Oh my God. This could be for you or somebody around you. But sex is so sacred. And I feel like in the society that we live in, it is not counted as that. Sometimes people can use sex, but it's in a destruction to them, to their own selves. Okay? Also, any negativity, because a lot of times, the thing is, a lot of the decisions that we make come from unhealed traumas from the past, unhealed wounds, negative emotions that we didn't want to feel, that we may be acting out or playing out in the destruction of ourselves. Hey, Angelique. Yeah, I mean, this message may not be for you, but I feel like it's for somebody because the cards are here. And I just feel like I want to stay tapped in because in my heart I feel like somebody is like looking for validation and feeling like either they feel like they need to be with a partner, okay, they need things, and it's like all you need is you. It's like your soul is yearning for you. And I know that sounds weird, but it's like somebody here is yearning for something that they can only get from themselves. They can't get it from anything else, not sex. And if it is somebody that is having sex, it's like it's saying to refrain from that which does harm. So this could be harming you, and it could be unintentional, you know. And this is not. It doesn't just mention sex. It also talks about old habits. This could be old ways of thinking, um, old traumas from the past that haven't been healed, or any type of negative emotion that you feel about yourself or another. Okay, because we also have here karma. A lot of people, and again, in the spiritual community, and I watch readers and I love them. I don't, everybody reads differently. Everybody has their own path, and I'm not judging. But in my opinion, when you look for karma for people who hurt you, is when you're going to bring karma on yourself unintentionally. Because at the end of the day, hurt people hurt people. So if that person hurt you, it's because they were hurting in some way. This is not an excuse. This is not justification. But what you sow, you will reap. Okay, so if that person sowed that negative seed, if that person hurt you, whether or not you waiting on it or not, it's gonna come back. It may take 5, 10, maybe even 20 years. You may never even see it happen to that person. It may not be meant for you. But a lot of times we don't look at the karma that we may bring on ourselves. And we like, oh, this person hurt me. They need to have their karma. But maybe you being hurt was karma for you. You understand what I'm saying? But this says the more you practice karma, and hold on, let me say this one more time before I read. Karma can also be good things. So if you sow good seeds, you will reap good things. Okay? So this says the more you practice karma, the more you will discover that you are the master of your own fortune and the creator of your own destiny. And this is a quote from Safan. It says, in its simplest form, karma implies cause and effect, right? Everything that you do has a consequence or repercussion, whether it's good or bad. So it says karma can give you the courage to look deeper into your past actions and take full responsibility for life as it is unfolding. And I feel like this is a lesson I had to teach myself because I was in a relationship, right, with my children's dad. I was with him when I was 18, y'all. And I am 35 now. And my last child by him is 3. It took me so long to disconnect. And I was like, he keep hurting me. He keep doing this to me. I stayed with him. So what is that saying about me? That means that I was allowing him to hurt me. Okay, whatever excuses I was giving myself, I was keeping myself chained. And that gives me the devil card when two people are chained together, right? And it wasn't just him hurting me. I was probably hurting him too. I can't tell his side, but I was probably hurting him too in some ways if he tell his side. And I was hurting myself because I was unfulfilled. I know that this wasn't something that I wanted. It wasn't something that I needed. I was unhappy. I wanted it though. And so I was keeping myself in it. And I can't want karma for him if it was something that I was staying tied to willingly. Okay, so whatever seeds you plant, you have to deal with the consequences. So now, yes, I'm raising 3 children on my own, but I don't wish karma on him. Oh, he gonna get his karma. He gonna get his karma for not being a part of his children's life. I hope that he heals and he does become a father, but that's not my. I can't heal for him. I can't be concerned with him. I have to be concerned with me and do my healing. Because I feel like our bond was a trauma bond. And it was something that was toxic on both sides. Not just him, me too. Right? So I have to take responsibility for the life that's unfolding for me. And know that I planted the karmic seeds in the past. Okay? It says flowers or weeds, fortunate or unfortunate, they are all there with you. So, it is what it is. That's what I get. It is what it is. And you have the power to change your reality. You have the power to, you know, plant beautiful seeds or plant down weeds. So you have a choice every day. And I thank the Holy Spirit for giving me that choice, or giving me a way, to be able to plant some new seeds today. I did one. Let me look at the karma card real quick. What number was that? Number 20. Mm. I'm gonna read this. This is a lot. I'm just gonna read this one little part. But it says when practicing karma, because that's something that you practice. It says you will be mindful to plant good thoughts and positive actions every day in your own life and with the people around you. Your thoughts and actions are powerful and are carrying tremendous energies. Like echoes, you can count on these energies returning to you without expectation in the material, emotional, and especially on the spiritual level. Yeah, it's whatever you put out, you get back. So this is very, very I know. It's like you want to do what's best for your children, but it's no guidebook on how to be the right parent. And I had a conversations with my kids that like I have a lot of you can't do but what you know to do. Like I have a lot of what is the word? Is it empathy or is it sympathy? I don't know which one it is, but I just look at the situation, like I take myself out of it because yes, I'm hurt that, he's choosing not to be there because it's not, it's deep, y'all. I don't even want to get so deep into it, but it's like I understand that he can only do what he's capable to do. And I can't force anyone to be who I need them to be. And I can just hope for the best and have faith that it will turn around. Even if it don't, that's not, I just have to do what I can do and send that positive energy that way because I had 3 children with this person. So I want the best for him no matter what he did to me. And he hurt me terribly. But I had to heal from that. I had to forgive. And me forgiving him has allowed me to heal even more because I look at it like so many people. First off, let me say this. I used to look at women in abusive relationships and be like, how can she stay with that man and he beating her up? He beating her up every day. I'm talking about physically fighting, black eyes and stuff. And I'm like, ain't no way I'll stay with a man. But on the flip side, I did the exact same thing that woman was doing. It's like that, my baby that won't beat me up, but emotionally, mentally, and what's the other word? And spiritually, y'all. He was weighing on my ass, y'all. I'm not even gonna sit up here and lie. And it's like now I see why. And now I can have that, I can be compassionate to people like that. Cause I can say like, girl, I was there. And it takes time and sometimes you have to allow people to go through it. Like I had to go through it to realize that it was something that I didn't need. Sometimes you have to go through the fire, but you're gonna come out golden. You're gonna come out a diamond. That's pressure make diamonds. Fire produces gold. When you go through that fire, I'm telling you, anybody who have a story or success or it's like they went through something. So I thank God for that. I thank God for my kids. I thank God for my children's dad. I make sure that I pray and send positive energy his way. Like he's not a deadbeat. Like he still have a relationship with my oldest daughter. They talk, and he sent her money for her school shoes and stuff like that. So I'm not this. I don't want to bash. I'm only gonna send positive energy. I can, but I choose not to because I don't know what he went through in his life to make him make the decisions that he made because he had to go through something. But But I gotta focus on me, honey. That's why I ain't with that twin flame stuff, Angelique. I love it. I love and I want somebody that's gonna compliment me, but I can't stay focused on a certain individual that I feel like is supposed to be with me. Cause maybe that's not who's supposed to be with me, you know? So thank you, Holy Spirit. I feel like I'm ranting now. Let me pull some cards. Holy Spirit, Holy Angel. So I'm pulling from my Work Your Light oracles to see how you can work your light at this time. Let's see. Holy Spirit, Holy Angel. How can the person watching this video work their light, Holy Spirit? What do they need to know? We have here the ever unfolding rose. I love this card. It says cracked open. Cracked open. It says it's happening for you, not to you. Sometimes you got to get cracked open. You got to crack it open and let it spill all out and fall all out. Let's see. The ever unfolding rose. Yes. Let's see. What? Let's see. Would it be in the front? This book is not in alphabetical order and I don't. Okay, here it is. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Woo! If this ain't going with my reading, thank you, Holy Spirit. It says cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Excuse me. It says the challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. To let life crack you open. To open through hurt and loss. To allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open. So keep your heart open. No matter how much it hurts, okay? I know it's hard. I feel like somebody is like, I'm not opening my heart. Fuck them. They hurt me. I don't care no more. You say you went through DV. What's DV? I have no idea what that is. Yes, emotional and spiritual scars take longer to heal because emotions. Yes, it does. Oh, domestic violence. That's what it is. I just thought about it. Yeah. I saw my mom go through it. My mom actually passed away at 48. And that's what inspired me to buy that holistic healing book. But I saw her like take so much, y'all, like I'm talking about. One time I thought he killed my mama, and then we trying to fight him. I stabbed him one time, y'all. And I tell you, I've been through a lot in my life, y'all. But it's like I thank God for it because it's allowing me to have compassion. Because if I went through that, I can just imagine what other people went through that they don't talk about. A lot of people go through so much they don't talk about, they don't share it. A lot of people internalize pain, and it can be tough. But I saw my mom like go through so much in her life and stick with somebody who was like verbally and physically abusing her. So, and I only saw her with one man. So I feel like that's another reason why I stuck with my children's father through everything that I was going through with him. But I broke the chain. So I thank God for that. But let me not get on me. Let me finish reading. It says, perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing. To open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open, right? The world needs you open. I feel like we need each other. And I said this in the past reading, but people don't understand. We all go through the same things everybody, we all are as one. Oneness is the way, is what I'm getting in my mind. And I feel like there's so much that's trying to divide us, whether it be religions or politics or race or genders or sexualities, whatever it may be. But that is not the way that divine made us to be. We are supposed to be as one. It says, now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that the mother has you cradled in her arms. Oh, I'm about to cry because I didn't talk about my mama. It says, the seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. So know that everything is going to be okay. And let it crack you open. No, you can keep commenting. This is, I want to have a dialogue. I want you to know who I am. I'm sitting here reading cards for you. You need to know who is reading for you. And we can talk, and I want to get to know you. So yeah, but it's a lot. Yes. Let's see, what other card should I pull from? Let me see what come out. Let's see. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All we have here is soul family. It says call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone, but I'm not going to read that one. I'm going to read this one. It says align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Someone could see themselves as an altered version of themselves, or they may feel broken. Someone feels broken. Someone could have broke a glass or broke something. But it says to align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Okay, so I'm also going to read this card to you. I love y'all. I'm praying for the best. I feel like, you're going to look back at certain things you went through and thank God, like that card said. Let life crack you open. Yes. Y'all, I can't find this card. This book is not in alphabetical order. Oh, here it is. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay. So it says, what in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change or evolution or growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and you feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be. But there comes a time when it is hard to hold on to this facade than it is to embrace who we truly are. To surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you pulled this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were, or the things you were once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, and the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now. To courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity. To embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Somebody may think you're weird. I know I'd be like, I know I'm a weirdo, y'all, because I pull out a book and start reading quickly, and that's like not normal. Or I'll just bust into tears about some random shit, y'all. Just but it says perhaps you have outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it is time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. So again, it says what's in your life. What in your life is not aligned or needs to change? So again, come into alignment with who you are. Like, don't be afraid to be you. Don't be afraid to let that shit fall away because it's already falling apart any damn way is what I'm getting. It's already falling apart. So just let it fall. Let it blow. I say let it blow in the wind. I just feel like that's the better way. Let it blow away in the wind. Okay, period. So let's see. Did you have anything you wanted me to pull for you specifically, Angelique? I will, honey, because I took a nap and I am not tired. I might read a little bit more or something. I don't know. Yeah, pretty much because we're all unique. We're all different. And I feel like everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, but I feel like when people feel like it's not normal for certain things, like even me, like I would watch like readers and they'll have the same decks that I have with they never read from the book. So I'm like, well maybe I should read from the book. Maybe people don't like read from the book. But I'm not here. The people who don't like people who read from the book could go to another reader. But I love to read. I'm a public reader. I remember when I was little I had to read this thing on a stage. So I just love to read. I love to give knowledge to myself and others because that's how we learn. You say you have a lot of Aquarius in your chart. You know, this is the age of Aquarius too, Angelique. So that means that it's your time to shine, pretty much. And Aquariuses, I love air signs. Aquariuses are so. Matter of fact, I got a book. Let me tell you about yourself from this book. Hold on. Let me get this book real quick. Where's my book? Oh shoot, it's already over here by me. And I got up. So I got this book called The Giant Book of Zodiacs. If you love zodiacs and you want to learn more about them, I suggest get this book. So let's see, Aquarius. Y'all right before Pisces. Look, my page is flipped to the Aquarius. Look, can you see it? That's crazy. Because I've been reading books. I didn't got to, I think, yeah, Aquarius is what I'm on. I want to read the whole thing. So, Aquarius, you are the water carrier. Okay, it says that your zodiac sign is concerned with scientific analysis, experimentation, and detachment, mystery, intrigues, magic, genius, originality, eccentricity, independence, humanitarian issues, fame, recognition, politics, creative arts, electricity, magnetism, and telecommunications. I love this book. I braid hair, right? And then when I let one of my clients look at her sign, she was blown away. It's so accurate, it's crazy. Like, my son is a Libra. He has dimples. Every Libra that I've met now has damn dimples, whether they're a male or a female. But I think specifically they said that the males have the dimples. But anyway, so it says that you are a fixed air sign. It says it can be likened to a paraglider jumping off the earth to explore a rainbow, yet aware of the practicalities of thermals and how to ensure a safe landing. Because you guys are geniuses. It says air represents the mind and the ability to think. Aquarian ideas may be unusual or even original, but once formed, they tend to remain fixed. It says your spiritual goal is to learn how to develop true self confidence. So that's your spiritual goal, self confidence. So your positive characteristics are communicative, thoughtful and caring, cooperative and dependable, scientific, a strong belief in humane reforms, independence of thought and action, intense interest in people, love, friendship, and inventive. So the negative qualities is you said what's my sign in Western and Vedic? I know Western I'm a Taurus sun, but in Vedic what that made me I know my North Node is Pisces. But what would I be in Vedic? And I have a Vedic astrology book too that I need to finish reading. I don't know, I would have to look it up. Ain't it like 3 months behind in Vedic? April 27th. So I think 3 months behind would be so April, March, February, January, December 27th. I don't know. I don't know. What would December 27th be? Capricorn? I know I got a lot of Capricorn in my chart. A lot. But the negative qualities of an Aquarius is unwilling to share ideas, tactless and rude, perverse and eccentric individuality, self interested, unwillingness to fight for beliefs, uncertainty and lack of confidence, voyeuristic curiosity about people. Okay. So it says anyone who has a strong Aquarian influence is a person who is extremely uncertain of his or her true identity. The Aquarius ego is said to be the most precarious in the zodiac, probably because Aquarius is the sign of nonconformity. Intellectual genius, practical eccentricity, and mental oddity are all linked with Aquarius. What the hell does precarious mean? I heard that word before, but I have no idea. You say that sounds, I like that because Aquarius is, even though that it says that they don't know their true identity, that means that they can be in search, which makes them have to search, which makes them become more knowledgeable. It says an intellectual genius. Hell is eccentricity. That means you're different. And different can be good. And the journey to your true self is for real, for real. I feel like everybody struggle with, not just Aquariuses. But let me look up the word precarious because I don't even know what that means, but I've heard it several times. I'm about to tell you the zodiac signs you're compatible with next. According to the book. Okay, here it is. So precarious means not securely held or in position, dangerously likely to fall or collapse. Okay, that don't sound good. Precarious. Oh my God. Dependent on chance. So Aquarius is tend to play the lottery is what I get. It's like whatever. I'm a Taurus and Vedic too. Well dang, bull gang. I can see that. So yeah, y'all, it's like you could. That means that I'm getting. I am in love with you. You could fall in love easily. Your ruling planets are Uranus and Saturn. It says Uranus is the planet of the unusual and unexpected. So your ass could win too. If you play the lottery, you probably win. And it says, and Saturn is the planet of applied wisdom and forward planning. So the Aquarius female, it says the typical Aquarius woman may have broad shoulders, have a large bone structure, has a long neck, ignores feminine conventions, but always dresses in such a way that she looks stunning. So that means you dress stunningly, like you look good in your clothes. It says the typical Aquarius woman has a wide circle of friends from all walks of life, is concerned about and deeply involved in the community, is adept at getting people to settle feuds, can be totally unpredictable, has a wide variety of interests and a mind of her own, will have a basic lack of self-confidence, can be easygoing and accepts the many differences among people. Okay. Oh, then Aquarius in love. It says an Aquarius in love will have many of the characteristics listed below. Mm. So it says, so I don't know if this is men and women or both, but it says attracts the opposite sex in the first place by their friendly, open manner, may try to seem glamorously aloof, is afraid of a deep emotional involvement, genuinely wants friendship with the loved one, will guard his or her independence jealously, enjoys a living apart relationship. That's interesting. For real. Okay, it says the typical Aquarius expects his wife to stay at home, her husband to share or take over the running of the home, personal freedom of movement and action, loyalty and faithfulness, which Aquarius will give in full once happily married, understanding and tolerance of his or her oddities, the partner to enjoy frequent visits from a wide variety of friends from every walk of life. So you could have a lot of friends. Or like a lot of you could befriend somebody who is like completely different from you. I think that's a beautiful thing. It talks about Aquarius in sex, Aquarius in their partner, and it talks about a man as a partner, a woman as a partner. Your opposite sign is Leo. So it talks about Aquariuses and their friends. Oh wow. So your compatibility chart. So you usually typically will have harmonious relationships with these signs: Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. You tend to have difficult relationships, go figure, with Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. But you can have very turbulent relationships with Cancers and Virgos. This is interesting. It talks about your interests, like Aquarius's likes and dislikes. Aquarius, it talks about your health, like the types of sicknesses you could be. Aquarius is at rest. Famous Aquarians, excuse me. I love this book. I feel like you gotta really like somebody to get like emotionally involved with them. Just like you don't worry. I feel like you can fall in love. No, you don't fall in love easy. But a person will feel like you done fell in love with them though. But you probably ain't even really in love with them. This is the giant encyclopedia of the zodiac. And then it not only do it have the Western zodiac, but it also have the Chinese zodiac in here. And I think that's based on the year you were born. The snake and the rabbit. What is it? The goat, the horse, the dragon. I think I'm the dragon because I was born in '88. The rats. Yes, I love this book. Did you want me to pull any cards for you? I'm about to figure out what deck I'm about to end this reading with. Let's see. I think I'm gonna pull from two decks. Excuse me. I'm gonna pull from the Angels of the Bus. say you do care. Yeah. But I feel like y'all, you can detach easily. You'll be like, deuces. Let's see. I'm gonna pull from the Angels of Abundance, and then I'm gonna pull from my where is the deck at? Dreamers deck. So let's see. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What messages do you have? We have your employment change. It says your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. You could like horses, because it's a horse up here. Yes. So you could have like a career change, or there's something that you may do that you end up making a career out of. Let's see. Let's get one. Let's see, Holy Spirit. What other messages do you have? We have here do the work. It says it is not enough to dream or pray. You also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Yes. I don't know if somebody planting something will have a garden, because that has been mentioned. Flowers and gardens and stuff. But yeah, faith without works is dead. Which brings me to this card. Positivity, faith, and optimism, which is my favorite card of this deck, or one of them. Because I love the lion. There's a lion and a lamb together, and the lion is not trying to eat the lamb. So that means living in harmony, maybe with somebody that you weren't once in harmony with. But it says you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Yes. Don't lose faith. I don't care what obstacles may be trying to come in your way. Just, you know, I'm getting boxed. I don't know who a boxer, but hit that shit out the way. Like, smack it out the way. Let's see all these prayers. So what affirmations? What affirmation does whoever watches this video need at this time? What affirmations? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What affirmations? Okay. We have here, I know that each sunrise brings an opportunity to make a different choice. I am evolving. Yes, you are. We have here, I know that everything aligns for my highest good. I am trusting the process. Because it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And you're always constantly evolving. Let's see, Holy Spirit. Then I tell you a diamond. I can't make it up. I know that life is only limited by my imagination. I am dreaming bigger. This is a sign. Dream bigger. Think bigger about yourself. I'm getting, cause you're so one in a million. You are. Baby, you're the best I ever had. Yes, it says, I know that my journey will have highs and lows. I am aiming for progress. Period. That's all you can do. Yeah, my nails dirty. Don't judge me. I just saw that little bit of dirt in my nails, but know that you will have highs and lows on your journey. But as long as you progressing, that's all that matters. You're not where you were a year ago, 2 days ago, yesterday. Let's see. I know that I am the only one who determines what is and isn't right for me. I am the final say. Period. And I feel like the university is the university. So you could be going to university or back to college, but the universe is about to hand you something beautiful. Okay? I'm getting a lot of Leo energy with the sun being here. The moon is Pisces, Cancer. We also have here, I know that my purpose is far greater than just working and paying bills. I am more than my career. Yes. I love these messages too. They be helping me too. I'm telling you. Guess look. I know that I will attract everyone and everything aligned with my purpose. I am magnetic. And I feel like this is specifically for you, Angelique. You are magnetic. Everything is going to be attracted to you. But it's all about the energy that you put out. I know that each breath confirms that I am alive and far from finished. I am just getting started. Yes, you are, honey. You just getting started. What is you waiting for? And I'm also getting it's never too late. I don't care how old you is, how young you are, whatever may be going on in your life. You always have an opportunity every day to make a change or do something different. Okay? So I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.